Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NASTL. We are over here in the NASL studio, where I am proud to announce that we will be having our NSQ coming up in a little bit, February 9th. That's when it's all going down. It's going to start there and goes all the way till March 3rd. I know, pretty far, but be sure to definitely look that up. It's NASL.tv. That's where you can find out more information about when it's going to be streamed and where you can find out more information if you want to participate in it. And the qualifiers, the people qualified into that will actually go into NASL Season 3 group play, where we've made drastic changes. And a lot of it is logistics, but also a lot of it is the money. The group stages will now be paid, so people that go into it and win matches, they'll actually be paid. It's like a show match series every single week for, I think, 8 weeks straight. On top of that, we also have the finals. The players that make it into the finals, they're all paid for. All the expenses are paid for. And last but not least, we have a much more flexible schedule with all the players. So really glad to announce that. Let's go ahead and get into this game, though. It's going to be Empire versus Mouz. Game number 4, BCQT against Biggs. And right now, Empire's up 2-1.
Yep, and a little bit of background information on both players. BCQT is, I believe, a former Brood War player or nothing at all. He's not a Warcraft player, at least. Has been at the very highest echelons of the sub-top, I would say, of European Terran play. Done so many online tournaments, won a very good number of them too. So this is a very experienced player. He has his own style, as we can see here, a little interlude. Command center first against Zerg. That's definitely a risk. But it is a big map, and perhaps these players know each other pretty well. Yeah. Biggs is a Zerg player from, I don't want to say it wrong now, Switzerland. Yep, he's from Switzerland. And he is actually with a ZVP specialty. So Protoss is his strongest matchup, Zerg versus Protoss. And his Terran is his second best matchup. Zerg versus Zerg is his worst. So we see him here at his second best matchup. Of course, these things change all the time, so I wouldn't put too much stock in it at all. However, for BCQT, I think it's also probably his second best matchup. Probably his best is Mirror, and his worst is Terran versus Protoss, where he is known to rage quite a lot, which gives me innumerable pleasure.
So, of course. That's like the most fun, having people rage at you. I mean, it's like the most sincere form of flattery, man. It's not imitated.
It's probably nicer to hear that if you have the correct disposition to take it, at least, and take it with a grain of salt. It's nicer to hear than GG well played, sir, because you really got under their skin.
Exactly.
Which is good.
You know you're playing right. That's the key thing. But
yeah.
BCQT opening up, not actually getting any gases at all. Very interesting type of play. Normally we do see that, but not going to happen. Yeah. The big thing is that Biggs hasn't actually scouted his opponent, so he will be getting, this will look like a pretty standard build unless he can actually get the Zergling inside here. And no, he won't go any further. But obviously he doesn't know what his opponent is up to just yet. Right now, the huge range is fast expansion, which is probably least probable in Biggs' head. The other things are Hellion expand and also some sort of Marine expand. I think he's actually assuming that his opponent won't do a one base all in. It's very improbable, especially on a map like Artifice. But we'll see right now.
And he saw a supply depot on the lower ground, so that would be like one of the sickest smoke trails ever.
Yeah, that would have been...
It's like, I'm gonna build this depot here, it will probably die later if it doesn't work. There's no reason for it at all except to fake. It would be pretty smart, but yeah, I don't think you can afford such jokey kind of things.
Yeah, that's super subtle too. And I like this. Queens are going to be pushing out a little bit just to give time for that Spine Crawler to go ahead and get up there. He's trying to get a little bit of room so he can start his Creep Tumor out as far as possible. And I like that type of play. There he goes.
Yeah. Good point there. Probably going to throw down an instant second Creep Tumor the moment he frees up some APM to do that. The Queen is already in position to do it. And there we go. And it's good to move that creep spread as soon as possible. You don't want to start late with that, because by that time there could be Hellions there to contain you and kill any budding, ambitious creep tumors. Double evolution chamber here.
Ooh, this one Overlord's going to get picked off. That's a... Oh, there it goes, finally. Yes, double evolution chamber going down.
Yeah, we've got Baneling Nest, 4 gases, tier 2, and we've got metabolic boost coming up. So this is looking like heavy Ling Baneling style with upgrades, and still going to tier 2, either for Mutalisks or maybe for Glial Reconstitution. But since he got 4 gases and a 3rd hatch, well, I think all of it is pointing towards Mutalisks.
Yeah.
But double Evo, that's a difference from the most standard kind of thing, isn't it?
It could be some sort of... a lot of times we see mass Zerglings and Infestors with Roaches out. That's definitely a style that we could see. The Baneling Nest is kind of weird. It's a little bit out of place. Normally we don't see the Baneling Nest when we have 1-1 being upgraded so fast, but I don't hate it. It's still very, very, you know... very well, it's a possibility, it's a variation that he can go, but overall I like what BCQD is doing, getting the fast 3rd, just overdeveloping his ground, and then just he plans a mass defending. I think, in my opinion, when I'm watching my opponent just being so passive for so long, I'm actually assuming that they're going for something like Mutas at this point, but no, Infestors are on the way out, and we will have the regular Zergling Infestor type of composition.
Yeah, and I like that BCQT mixed in some Marauders. We've seen this when he played against Nurcho. He took Nurcho down 2-0 in some tournament. I can't remember which one right now. And it helps against those kind of Roach Baneling all-ins that Zergs are sometimes known to do. So this is helping him be defensive with just a lot of ground army, like you said, and you can't do that with just Marines because it's gonna be weaker against either Roaches or Banelings. Yeah, now he's forcing a very quick 3rd. It's an orbital, very gutsy of him. High econ, high risk. Take it all, or you know, win it all or not. I don't know the correct saying.
It's anyway. Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
Oh, go big or go home. Very nice. Oh, I like that.
And here we go. The big engagement has started. 1-1 isn't yet finished. Nice micro, but he's on creep. He needs to be very careful. Wow, he spreads, and the Banelings barely connect. The Marauders actually stay there. And is he going to actually push forward?
He spread it so well, but Marauders were taking a lot of Baneling hits, shooting at the rest. And this is just a huge Stim army for which Biggs doesn't currently have an answer. Those Banelings are not morphing in the correct spot. And they're all being taken down.
And another stim goes down. Now, there are a lot of Zerglings underway right now, but this damage is so severe. This just might be it right now. The Zerglings are finally going to come in here. Oh, nice Baneling. Didn't even see that in there. And the 1-1 Zergling should be able to clean up all these Marines and Marauders. You can see BCQD actually, does he even have double engineering bay? I don't even think he does. There's one eBay. Does he have a second one? It's kind of interesting. He doesn't have any upgrades, so it actually hurts him so much. You know, if there are engagements from here on out, Biggs might be in a good advantage, but still he needs to work on the number of units that he has.
Yeah, and take a look at the drone count. We've got 36 drones against 63 SCVs. That is huge, which means Biggs has to make something happen very soon. He might be able to do it. He has 6 Infestors coming up with Pathogen Glands. Probably got caught at the worst possible timing with his pants down. He didn't have enough Infestors yet. I mean, he made so many investments which would lead to having a pretty nice army against the type of army that BCQT had. Infestors would have been awesome in defending that, but perfect timing hit there by BCQT, and it's just going really, really well for him. I'm missing some army from BCT. Is he flying in a medevac somewhere? No. Okay, so he just doesn't have a very big army yet. Making very much though. He has so many barracks, nice macro there by BCQT. Huge supply lead, and Infestors will be able to use defensively, but he can't actually go attack now, I think. And that's bad for him, because he has such a low drone count. Actually lost a lot of drones in that attack.
Yeah. Now what's really nice for BCQT is that he has like gradual pushes where he can keep pushing. He wants to get that Zelnaga tower, but more importantly, he can go and expand at the same time. So it's like having his cake and eating it. It's like the most delicious thing in the world. You can see that the Infestors and Zerglings, Infestors cannot be that far up. They have to be targeted down by those siege tanks. You can see a couple of poops out there. The Banelings are rolling in. Are they able to connect? It looks like no, they cannot. And the Infestors don't do nearly as much damage as they should have done. But a big advantage coming out for BCQD. He's right now at 1-0 finally. And, you know, that failed attack is probably the nail in the coffin right here. BCQD is going to push up here. And this should basically end the game somehow.
I think besides creating a shock effect for the Marines to see their allies so horribly and disgustingly infested, those infested Terrans didn't do too much. And now you've just got a very small army indeed. Baneling rolling in, rolling out, rolling in again, and rolling in, and killing a bunch of Marines, but not nearly enough. Nice flank there by the Marines, and he will be able to clean this up. Maybe no, he will not be able to clean this up. We've got 1-1 Marines.
Yeah,
with medevacs.
Too many medevacs actually. 4 medevacs out. And that helps out so much. Now finally this hatchery goes down. Another shock squad of units over here in the mid left-hand corner. They're going to be absolutely dismantled. Nope, actually, they're not. But finally they're going to join up. GG comes out, and Biggs will fall. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. So Empire will continue their streak, a 3-0 record for them in the NASTL. Unfortunately for Mouz, they're going to fall to 1-2, so they're in the lower end. But that just shows you the skill depth in this NASTL. I mean, these teams are just absolutely phenomenal. And the fact that Mouz is losing again is really surprising, I think, in week number 3.
Yeah, because Mouz had actually previously in a team tournament, shown that they were the best foreigner team out there so far, taking a win off of Korean team IM, I do believe, where Thorzane did a 5-0 against IM, and then they subsequently lost the rematch. But at that point, I thought, wow, Mouz, they're so good. They're the best European team out there who compete in team tournaments. And now they're 1-2. And it just goes to show not only the volatility of the StarCraft 2 game so far, but also that there is strong contenders for the throne out there. We've got Team Empire recently buffing their lineup with Violet. We've got BSTQT growing to become a more fearful player than before. Happy is doing his part in every clan war so far. Not needed in this clan war. He didn't play in this clan war.
No, he didn't. He wasn't playing.
BCQT just stormed through Biggs and, like you said, picked up their 3rd win. They're now becoming very strong playoff contender. Not everything decided just yet, I think, and I do think Mouz still has chances to make it to top 4, but they will have to win their future clan wars. Nice games we saw today. Very crucial win, I think we can say, for Cass to take out Mana. It was a little bit less obvious for that to happen than BCQT taking out Biggs. Mm-hmm. But we saw some really nice games, and it was a true pleasure casting together with you, Andre.
Of course.
I'm really happy for it.
I hope we do it more often. I know your time is very limited with casting, but it's great to be casting with you. But that being said, that's going to do it. So you can also check out this weekend. Me and Grubby will be casting on Sunday, I believe. We'll also be casting the Show Match Series. We'll be featuring 2 awesome players that will be coming up. More information can be found at NASL.tv. Also, you can head over there for the next season qualifiers. That's really important. The next season qualifiers will be starting February 9th, so make sure you get your ticket to enter or watch it. You don't need a ticket to watch it, but you need a ticket to enter. There you will be fighting for a chance to be playing in the NASL Season 3, and hopefully we will see you there, Grubby. I can't wait for it, but it'll be really cool. Some of the changes, each match will be a show match in the group stages, so everybody will be rewarded, whoever wins. The final expenses will be paid, and last but not least, the live format will be a lot more flexible for the players. So overall, we're just making a lot of cosmetic changes and a lot of internal changes to help out so everything runs a lot smoother. You can find out any of the action that you missed on our YouTube account. It's youtube.com/NAStarLeague. Everything there is free for 1080p quality. It's really, really awesome. And again, any of the action for the NASTL that you might have missed, you can go over there and check it out. Grubby, as I was saying before, it was a pleasure casting with you. Do you have any closing words?
Yeah, of course. I'm always looking for some casting to do here and there, mostly just for fun now and then. Most of all, however, I'm a StarCraft 2 pro gamer, and you can follow any updates about me if you like on @followgrubby on Twitter, facebook.com/followgrubby, and I also have a very entertaining live stream, twitch.tv/followgrubby. So I hope to see you guys there in the future if you're not watching NASL. Thank you very much for having me here, Andre. It was very fun, and looking forward to our next cast together.
Well, definitely, Emmanuel, and thank you so much again for casting with me and sharing your time with me. But overall, that's going to do it. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We are NASL TV for both of them. And that's going to wrap things up. So day number 1 for week 3 ends with Empire up 3-1. Congratulations to them. We're going to go into match number 2 tomorrow. Be sure to tune in. For all you people at home, there is a European rebroadcast for all the Europeans that might be staying up right now, but that's going to do it. I'm Andre Gretorp Hengshua. I want to thank the sponsors, Azo Monitors, iBuy Power Computers, not only that, Kingston HyperX, we have Cooler Masters, and Beyond Gaming. So that's going to do it. Everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.